Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at two questions that you'll see on page 4 of your text. So let's start with actually number 1, which states that Antonio bought a video game system for $323.96. So there's our first piece of information, $323.96. And that she paid in 12 equal installments, so 12 equal installments, and it asks about how much did she pay each month. So essentially we're asking, how much is she going to pay each month for 1 year, thinking to ourselves that excuse me, there are 12 months in a year. Excuse me, pardon me. So we're actually trying to break this down into 12 equal payments and think about which portion or which operation that speaks to. Now, in this particular question, we're talking about division. Remember, when we divide, we're dividing it into a value or number into a number of equal parts. So we're trying to consider that in our calculation. So in this case, we're going to divide. So we're going to take 323.96 over 12. Now remember that when you learn about division, you learn that decimal points within division isn't necessarily, we can't leave it like that, but that's okay in this instance because 1, we're not going to leave it like this, we're actually going to do some calculations, and 2, excuse me, we're going to simplify in this case. So remember that if we write the division like this, we essentially bring this down here. So it's going to be 12 going into 323.96. And then we just divide. 12 goes into 32 twice. Oh, it should be 24. We're going to subtract. It's going to be 8. Bring down that 3. Don't forget to put your decimal point up here. How many times does 12 go into 83? Hopefully you said 6. It's going to be 72. So it's going to be 11 here. Bring down the 9. Now I know that a lot of you might have used your calculator in this instance, but I want to draw this to conclusion to you. That notice when we subtract here, 83 minus 72, we got 11. If this number, when we subtract, would have been equal or greater than this number, then in that case, we made a mistake. We would need to go back and check our work. We didn't have that value, that divisor, go into the dividend enough. So let's see here, we got not quite 10, so 9. So that's going to be 8 there. Bring down 6. And it's going to be 9 again. So here we're going to subtract, we're going to need 8. Let's go ahead and we can always, after we're doing it with by hand, we can always go ahead and double check our work. So I'm going to do that now. So yeah, so essentially it's, $26.99. It's not going to be equal. If you were to continue this out, it would be 6 repeating. So in this case, we could just say here that 12 equal installments of, we'll just say $27. Obviously, she'll pay it off a little bit early, merely pennies. That last payment won't necessarily be $27, but we'll be okay here. Let's go ahead and take a look at another question. Let's go ahead and look at How about we let's look at number 2 there. So at the 2010 Olympic Games in Vancouver, Yu Nam Kim scored 228.56 points, so 228.56 points in women's figure skating. Akiko Suzuki scored 181.44 points, so 181.44 points, okay. Let's actually get a little reference to these, so let's say AS for Akiko Suzuki. About how many more points did Yu Nam Kim score than Akiko Suzuki? So in this particular question, we're talking about the difference. We're talking about the difference. How many more points did one figure skater achieve when compared to another figure skater? So in this one, I hope you determined we would have to use subtraction. Here. So we're going to go ahead and subtract 2, 1, bring down our decimal point, make sure they're lined up in the original. Sometimes we're going to have to borrow. And here we have our solution. So we would say that, what was her name? Yuna Kim scored 47.12 more points than Akiko Suzuki. So, a couple things I wanted to reference in the 2 worded questions that we looked at. We want to look for context clues, key points within all of our writing, making sure that we see exactly what we're trying to achieve here so that we can actually set up and set up our mathematical equation. Where are those key words, those key defining points that tell us which operation we want to use? Notice how in each instance I was writing down crucial information as we went. That'll be very helpful to you as you progress through these lessons and work with further application questions. Thank you very much. Have a good day.